Gonna welcome them. Oh, it's recording.
Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. This is your Salad and Oats in a Jar virtual workshop. We are really happy to be here with you. It's being recorded, so we're sending out the recording to everybody who couldn't be on live today. You doing okay over there in beautiful England, sunshiny England today?
Yeah, and I'm thinking that everybody that signed up here in England are out there soaking up the sun. That is where I want to be before the sun starts to set on the other side of the house. So if I make this short and sweet, it's because I need some vitamin D.
That's right. All right, so we're gonna get right into it with our, do you want me to get started with salads or do you want
to go ahead and start with salads.
Okay, so we told you guys this was about preparing meals in your jars. So for salad in a jar, I typically use a big jar like this, but this will feed like 2 people. There's a lot of salad that can go into here. So you can really make these however big or small you want, whether it's the salad or oats in a jar. So I'm gonna use this little guy for my salad today. And I typically make these on Sunday for my husband to go to work, and I will make him a jar this size, four jars, stick them in the refrigerator, and they stay good all week long. That's the beauty of having jars because they're airtight. They will stay all week. So people have asked, can you do this in a bowl? Yes, you can do a salad in a bowl. I made this bowl yesterday as well. Saran wrapped it really tight, but it's not gonna last me the entire week, right? Not like this. And I'll tell you why as we go through here. So I better eat this pretty quick, like today or tomorrow. So I'm gonna start filling my jar with the hard stuff on the bottom. And what I mean by hard veggies is we're talking tomatoes, celery, peppers, that stuff goes on the bottom because typically you're gonna put your salad dressing 1 to 2 tablespoons at the bottom of your jar. So I'm not gonna do that today. Right now, I like to add my dressing later, but most people will add their dressing first. So you don't want the leaves of the salad to be wet and sticking to your jar. You don't want the cucumbers also that can soak up a lot of that dressing to be at the bottom. So I'm gonna start filling my jar here up. So I've got peppers, I've got cucumber. I'm not gonna put the cucumber in just yet. I've also got radishes that I'm sticking on the bottom because again, they're hard, right? And then I'm gonna put in some carrots, shredded carrots, and a couple of cucumbers. Now here's the trick. I've already filled this jar up about halfway with my veggies. Remember, this is a salad, which means I want some lettuce, right? So I don't want to fill it up completely full of veggies. You got to have some room in for the actual lettuce. And the really soft stuff will go on top. So I may do like a red onion, which I've got here. So I may chop that up and put it on top. Or I may do hemp seeds, or I may do chia seeds or nuts even, avocado. You know, all the really soft stuff is gonna go on top. The trick to having a fresh salad for 4 or 5 days in your fridge is that you are really pushing down that lettuce all the way down, really cramming it in there so that there's no air. That is why this does not last as long as this because there won't be any air in here, or there'll be very little air when I'm done with it. And that's it. I'm gonna mash it, mash it, mash it. Look how cute that is. So pretty, so pretty.
They're pretty.
Yes, so that's basically what you do, whether it's the big jar or the little jar, you decide how much salad you want, but talk about easy meal prep on the go. Cut all the veggies up and do it all at one time, and then you're done. You are done with lunches or dinners for the week. One more thing I want to show you guys is a very easy salad dressing. So I don't know if you've ever used a salad jar like this. I got this from Good Season. I think Good Season makes it. And it's got on the side, you probably can't see it, markings for like vinegar, water, oil. So super easy to make your dressing if you just follow along with the ingredients there of what it tells you to do, the measurements. So I'm going to start off with some apple cider vinegar because that's what it says on here. And then it's asking for water. And then you season it with whatever else you want to season it with. If I wanted to start with a different acid base, I could use lemon juice is another favorite of mine. Do you have any favorites for your salad dressing?
So I like olive oil and balsamic vinegar. That's my favorite. A little bit of olive oil, a little bit of balsamic vinegar, a little bit of like a spicy mustard with some salt and pepper. And I usually leave the honey out. I know a lot of people put honey in there, but I think the balsamic is sweet enough that, yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah, so I'm gonna add the oil, and I love the balsamic vinegar as well. This is a really good oil from Costco. And all the olives are Spanish olives. I think that's, when you're looking at olive oil, look to see on the back where they come from, because a lot of them will come from a lot of different places, and the quality isn't as good. But this one is actually extremely flavorful and super yummy. So it makes a great salad dressing. I also use the mustard. So I just put in, I don't even measure, probably a teaspoon or so of the mustard. And I am going to use a little bit of honey in this one, just because it's not sweet. It's not at all sweet. And because I've got the acid from the apple cider vinegar and the mustard, it's gonna give it kind of a tangy flavor. So I gotta cut that tang down with a little bit of honey, and just like maybe a teaspoon to a half a teaspoon, and that's it. And then I've got a beautiful vinaigrette basically for my salads, and it lasts a really long time. You don't put this in the refrigerator, and you can, use it whenever you like on whatever you'd like. So it makes a good marinade as well, if you like to marinate. So any questions or anything that you want to say about salad in a jar?
No, I don't think so. I know like I prefer to add my salad dressing later as well. I just prefer it that way, but when you add it beforehand, it gives you more control. So if you are having a not so healthy salad dressing, or you want to watch those oils, then when you measure it out, and really, I mean, unless you're really good at measuring what a tablespoon is, get out your tablespoon and measure, because it makes a big difference. But yeah, when you put it in beforehand, you get a little bit more control. Or if you have like a little dressing container that you can put it separate in and then take it to work or wherever you're going, versus carrying the bottle around with you, because that jar is a big jar. So yeah, it's a big salad. So once you get it out on your plate, you are pouring that dressing on there to cover that entire salad. And yeah, so measure out your dressing for sure. Do you like capers?
I do like capers. Yeah, that's something else that you can put on your salad. You can put beans in here, guys. You can do a taco salad with, ground meat if you're eating meat, or the fake meat if you're not. You can do so many different options. I just showed you the basic vegetable salad in a jar, but yeah, go crazy with it.
Now, if you're putting meat in there like chicken, you don't want to keep that in there for 5 days. Is that right? Is that I don't ever put meat in there, but I thought that if meat, you want to eat it within like 3 days.
You want to eat it pretty quick.
Doesn't matter.
I would agree with that. Yeah. But you could, the options are endless. And even if you don't add it to your salad in a jar, as it's already, done up, but you have the meat pre-cooked, or whatever it is, tofu even pre-cooked, because I like tofu on top of the salad, but I'm not going to put it in here. because I like it
No.
warm. I'm one of those weird people that likes the warm and the cold together. So I will do warm tofu on top of my cold salad. I know it doesn't make much sense, but that's the way I like
it. I want my tofu to be warm. It doesn't last long. It doesn't stay warm very long, but for some reason I want it to be warm if I'm going to put it on there.
Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. I was looking at my olive oil to see where it was from. So it's from Greece, from Crete. Crete. Is that how you pronounce it?
Crete. Yeah.
Yeah. So it just says that all the olives are grown there on the front of the bottle. So it's like 10 pounds a bottle. So it better be all from Crete.
It better be good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. It's right. And I just bought the bottle too. And I'm like, am I going to go through this entire bottle before we leave in a few weeks? Somebody's going to get lucky. Okay, so I'm going to start with the mason jar overnight oats. So you don't want to use one of those. I guess you could use one of those giant mason jars and then kind of spoon out of it. But the idea behind it is if you're on the go, you're going to work, then you just want to grab that jar and take it to you. So I use these two sizes. Me personally, I like the smaller one just because I don't eat that much. I think this is probably the right amount for most everybody to eat. If you're filling this up, you're probably eating too much for breakfast in the morning. So I like the smaller ones as well. I'm going to do two recipes. One is a blueberry muffin, and the other one is almond joy. I know I couldn't decide. Carrot cake, German chocolate cake, banana nut bread. I mean, the possibilities are endless with these, so you can pretty much go crazy. So let's start with the blueberry muffin first. I'm going to use almond milk. You can use coconut, hazelnut, whatever kind of milk. Oh, wait, no, I'm not going to start with milk first. I'm going to start with the oats. I'm going to try to measure here just so we can get an accurate amount. However, I don't measure. Ooh, and let me show you something too. Hold on. These little handy dandy gadgets, see, I have a handy dandy gadget too, is for like canning. Makes it really easy to put your oats in there without them falling everywhere. But you definitely want to use a wide mouth. I'm going to use a half a cup. Let's start with that.
The muesli. Have you ever used the muesli cereal?
Yes, the Bob Red's Mill, the one that has like the nuts and almonds and stuff. Yeah, so that will be like if I'm in a hurry and I don't want to put all the extra ingredients in there, I'll just do that with the almond milk. So that is really easy. Actually, it's funny because when we moved up here, I had a bag in my suitcase with the mason jar. So that as soon as I get here, because we can't cook or anything, then I would just make those and have those for breakfast in the morning while we're staying in the hotel. Okay, half a cup oats to a half a cup of your nut milk, roughly. Let's see.
So you do a 1-to-1 ratio.
Yep. So if you do 1 cup, then you can add 1 cup milk. So we're going to start with that. And then we are going to add some vanilla complete. I'm going to just use a half a packet. How much do you use in yours? About a half?
Yeah, a half. Yeah, one whole packet is just, I feel like, too much.
Yeah.
Half a packet is perfect.
If you have the scoop, the larger bags, then you can do just a half a scoop in there. And then we are going to add a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Again, you can't mess these up. You don't really have to measure, but just to kind of get an idea. It's not baking, so it's not too much of a science. And then you can add nuts if you want to. I'm going to leave nuts out of this one. I'm going to add some flax seed. So about a tablespoon of flax. I'm not going to get another one dirty, so I'm going to eyeball about a tablespoon of flax. I feel like that's what really gives it the blueberry muffin. Do you put flax in yours?
I put a mixture of chia, hemp, and flax.
Yeah. Oh, the mixed bag. I ran out of that. I need to get some more. And then about a teaspoon of maple syrup or honey. And a half a cup of fresh blueberries. And you can put the blueberries on in the morning if you want to have them a little bit more fresh. Or you can put them in there and then you can add some more. You don't have to stir this either. I'm gonna just shake it up and show you what it looks like shaken up without stirring it. And like Gina said, you can totally load it up. You can put chia in there, you can put hemp seeds. This one's pretty basic. I know if we're doing it for kids, we get too many seeds in there, they kind of freak out a little bit. So start off with just the flax because it's ground. The chia's got a little bit different texture to it. So voila, and then it'll set overnight in the refrigerator and it will thicken up. If you find that in the morning time that it's a little bit too thick, you can always add a little bit more liquid to it. It's better to do that than have it too runny. But if it's too runny, just add some more flaxseed or blueberries or whatever to it. Just bulk it up a little bit more. And I will top it up with some fresh blueberries.
Yum. I like to use the frozen blueberries. Overnight, because then all the juices kind of like seep into the oats and it just is so delicious.
It is, but I try to stay away from the frozen. So
yeah,
I do fresh. Now you can probably cook up your blueberries, just saute them up a little bit and then add them in there and have it kind of like a warm cold too. I don't know.
Well, by the time I eat it, it's not frozen anymore.
Yeah, it's not. That is true. It's not frozen anymore at that point. Very true. Okay, next one is going to be the Almond Joy. And really, you don't have to measure this stuff. Just kind of eyeball. Just fill it up to where it's right, right above the oats. It's going to look a little bit watery at first. Okay. My recipe does call for either a half a banana or some yogurt, and I leave both of those out. Do you put your banana in there?
I typically don't do banana and overnight oats. I don't know why.
It gets overpowering. I think it gets a little overpowering. So unless you're doing the
coconut, coconut yogurt, I'll do coconut yogurt.
Yeah, so this one would be a really good coconut yogurt. So this one I put on the recipe on the page to add coconut milk, canned coconut milk, but I was out and I thought I had some, so that's why we're using almond. But you can, like I said, you can use coconut milk, you can use the canned coconut milk, whatever you like. And then I'm going to add a half a packet of the chocolate completes. I feel like that this would work well with the vanilla as well. You can do the vanilla and then add some cocoa nibs to it if you wanted that. And then I'm also going to add some flaxseed to this as well. My recipe doesn't call for it, but I feel like I'm gonna want some flaxseed tomorrow morning. So roughly about a tablespoon. Then I think this one, yes, a little bit of maple syrup, like another half teaspoon again. You just want a tiny bit. Not the high fructose corn syrup and Jemima stuff. Okay, real maple syrup. The good stuff. This stuff's expensive too. Some shredded coconut. You can put about a tablespoon. You can add some more on top when it's done. And then some sliver of almonds. So I just chopped up some whole almonds here. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Delicious.
And that's it. And then this one will shake it up. Super simple. The kids can make these with you on Sundays for meal prep. They can pick whatever flavors they want. I mean, when you're putting chocolate in there, they're going to eat this. This tastes like cake. So there's that one. I feel like I'm delayed. Am I cutting out?
How easy it is. I mean, it's so simple to make breakfast and lunch on a Sunday afternoon, getting ready for your busy week, whether you're going to work or not. Life's busy, right? Everybody's running in a ton of different directions. So we just wanted to give you guys some super simple options that you could use in your day-to-day. Make it simple, make it healthy. And like Audrey said, your kids are going to eat it. Your partner's going to eat it, like whoever, because it tastes so yummy. So
Especially that it's ready made. I know when my kids were younger at home, anytime that anything was like pre-cut up and made, even fruit, I used to put grapes in, little snack pack Ziploc baggies and then put it in a container in the refrigerator. And they would go in the refrigerator, grab a bag of grapes. But if I had grapes just sitting in a bowl in the refrigerator, they wouldn't touch it. They love fruit. But even as teenagers growing up and even as adult men, that are living in the house, I'm going to call them out because it's true. If something is like pre-cut up, made easy, and that's why we go to package items because it's easy. So if we just spent a day, a week, Saturday, Sunday, whatever day you like, Friday nights, anytime, just plan for that hour and you can make it, like I said, make it a family affair, and you're more likely to choose something healthier when it's already pre-made up.
Yeah, and another tip I would say is as soon as you get home from the grocery store, prep your food, like your whatever it is, your fruits, your veggies, your lettuce, wash all your lettuce all at once. That way the chore is done, because that's the most hated chore that I have is washing all the lettuce and making sure that everything's clean, washing all your, your veggies and your fruits and all of that. So prep everything if you can, when you get home, and then it's done.
Yeah.
No worries.
Most likely we will not go back in the refrigerator and prep it. We'll forget about it in there. So yeah, good tip.
Right. That's it, guys. That's all I've got.
This one was quick. So if you have any questions, let us know. I'm going to share these recipes to those of you that that signed up for this. And then if you want any extra recipes that I'd mentioned, just let me know and I can send you those as well. But Pinterest is fantastic. It's limitless. Pinterest is great. So thank you for joining us, everyone.
Yes, thank you. And we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.